So at that point, do you think that was your spark in your entrepreneurship where you started other companies?
I mean, it was definitely part of it. I'd
Mhm.
say the game creation stuff was sort of, was an element of that too. And just, like, I'm a builder. So like, I love
Mhm.
to, like, I love to create, I'd say things of value. So, whether that's, organizations within a business, whether that's new product areas or both, that's something that's sort of just from very early on, my family as a whole has all been involved in startups. So I've always seen things being made. So I've always wanted to do that. But yeah, certainly that was an acceleration point where from there I learned how to code. At 11, I was doing consulting and building websites and e-commerce things for people, and it kind of just continued from there.
At 11, you were doing consulting for websites?
Correct.
So, is this for companies or, like, other students or what?
No, so yeah, this was for companies. So,
Okay.
so there was one where I'd say it wasn't like a full website build, but I was doing like really early e-commerce consulting. So back when this was way back when Yahoo Stores was a thing, and I was working with small businesses and being like, "Hey, do you want to sell this online?" and would help set that up. For others, there was like radio talk show hosts, that I would go through and work out websites with and kind of give them an online presence. So it was sort of a combination. Yeah, it was businesses effectively.
How did you get that work?
To be honest, I don't even remember. I really don't. It's it's sort of so far back, and
Yeah.
it's I was a bit of a hustler in terms of like I just was very persistent. So like the one where I got a radio talk show host was literally like I heard them on the air say that they wanted somebody to make a website. So I literally just emailed them, I think every single day until they responded to me. And they were like, "How old are you?" I'm like 11. So then they're like, "Come and meet with me." So like I met with them and like ran a meeting with them, and I'm like, "Yeah, this is why I should build your site." And they're like, "Let's do it."
How did the opportunity for, like, the idea for, and I know it wasn't called nCino, but how did the product for it actually come about within Live Oak? Did you push it forward? Did you come with the idea? Did Pierre come with the idea? Was it a board meeting? Like, how did the idea come together?
So it was really sort of birthed from the executive team at that time at Live Oak. So they saw this need. They were trying to scale and having this sort of blend of technologists and veteran bankers. They basically said, "Hey, like we're to really get this to a scale that they wanted to, they were going to have to build something." And I'd say
Mm.
that, again, they tried to find something, but they ultimately, worked on building something. They had a few false starts and then
Mhm.
sort of landed on the very beginning kind of foundation of nCino that started to take shape. And I'd say
Mm.
it was at that point where it was really focused on, I'd say, CRM-esque things. So kind of the Salesforce platform beginnings was
Yeah.
there. That's about the time when I got involved. They brought me on to really start to kind of manage and build it out and grow it into something more. And I'd say, so from Live Oak, it was very much, we called it loan lifecycle in the early
Mhm.
days. So it was very much about just lending, just commercial